Welcome back, guys. Pitch is perfect.
Is it?
Yes.
All right.
Well, I hope so. I hope it is.
Pitch is wet.
I hope it is. I hope it is. I hope it's absolute at its best when September 10 comes along.
It's a 90% chance of rain, sir.
I'm telling you, even God has to be on our side now, man. We've had enough.
We need
of this.
results.
We need results.
results.
We need Pakistan versus India banger.
Well, on that news, on that note, actually,
Yes.
there's a news
There's
that
news.
they have a reserve day set up for just the Pakistan India game.
I mean, that still doesn't.
I mean, at least it's
Well,
better. At
it's
least
better.
I understand. I understand his frustration. You know,
I know
mean,
you're
is that
frustrated.
all you can
But
do?
that's the update.
Is that all you
Is
from-
that the
do, right?
best you can do?
Is that the best you can do?
apparently?
Have a reserve
So
day?
reserve day is they'll try to do the game on the
Well, they
official
need
day.
the reserve day because
Yeah.
if they don't have that, they're gonna
Yeah.
lose out on a shit ton of money.
Exactly. That's what
Right?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's
So
a
they're
reason
not
why they
doing-
have reserve
Yeah.
day because
They're not giving us anything special. But the
It's
fact
special
that
because it's the only
weekend-
game to have it.
I think they
Yeah.
should have a reserve date and a reserve venue.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
because
that could be part of it, but for now, what they're saying is that if the game will go as planned, if there's shortage of overs or they limit the overs or whatever have you due to rain, the next day will pick up from the same spot. So they won't reset the game. If the game was
Yeah.
shortened, then it's shortened.
But see, even then,
Yeah.
you know,
it just takes away that
It
one
takes away
continuous
because you know what?
You
Once you
know,
go outside, you watch the
adrenaline
film.
pump. You know,
You know,
it's like you're playing with my heart, and so now I'm gonna be all
Right.
normal for like another like 15, 16 hours,
Yeah.
and then when it restarts,
and then you're back.
and then my
Back
heart has to go
back
through
to
the
anxiety again.
And
Yeah.
see, if you looked at some of the other podcasters, some of the entertaining ones that usually end up on YouTube clips here and there, they blamed, Rohit getting out on the fact that there was a rain delay. So they went in, because you remember how Shaheen was bowling. They
I mean,
went
yeah,
in,
we also said the same thing.
right,
Yeah.
and then he came back, and then now it's like,
Recalculated,
To be honest,
adjusted.
recalculated,
to be honest,
readjusting
guys, I
everything.
think Shaheen was gonna get to Rohit
I,
at one point.
I'm saying, see,
It's not the first time that
See, I believe
Rohit
that.
has
You believe
fallen
that.
to.
but when you have an India-Pakistan contest,
Yeah.
there's always controversy.
Yeah.
Oh, of
So
course,
you
yeah.
need to see the contest just go through as a smooth game of cricket as much as you
Exactly.
can.
I agree, man. I agree. That's what I mean. The only reason I watch cricket, if I ever watch cricket, is because of these games. It's because of this game, man.
This is how you
game.
got into cricket.
Exactly.
This is the rivalry that got
Honestly,
you
literally, if you're
fired up.
if you're from countries like Pakistan, India, there's only one reason you watch cricket.
Yeah.
You wait for that game.
Well,
I don't think
they're
you
also
would-
hinting at a bilateral series as well. The recent visit from
When are they planning on?
well, there wasn't much release, but they said the recent visit by the BCCI president to Lahore.
Yeah.
They said, we can be hopeful that can be scheduled. in the
I don't
future.
think.
I think that's just a political.
I
statement.
don't think BCCI, even as much as I dislike them for my own reasons.
Everybody's
As much as I dislike them, I don't think even BCCI doesn't want this shit to happen. It's the
Yeah.
government of Bharat.
Yes, exactly.
New
It
name.
is.
New name alert.
New name.
New Delhi doesn't want it to happen.
New Delhi does not want it to happen.
Yeah.
And just because in this, and of course that goes into a political debate,
Exactly.
but
It's another
It's-
can
it's-
of worms.
yeah,
that we don't want to open right now.
it's garbage.
Maybe in the
Yeah.
future we can come to it and
Oh,
we can
yeah.
really
I can talk about
open
that
the
for
can
hours.
and just like
let's
we can
let's
talk
not go
about
there
that for
just
hours.
yet.
But looks like they did listen to me,
yeah.
Especially, you made a call.
Fahim Ashraf.
No. I have evidence. You said no changes. If it broke, why
said-
fix it?
no,
Your
no.
words.
No,
Your words.
see, I brought up the fact that do you think we need a fourth
No.
seamer?
I mean, in
We
the first
said-
game, in the original
Yes,
game, yes. In the
And then
first
we
game.
said, okay, we don't need it. We
Yeah.
don't need it. And then I said, okay, yeah, you know what? We don't really need it.
Yeah.
Right?
But,
But-
okay, on that topic, was it really did it change anything? Was it really
Yes.
helpful?
Yes.
Fahim Ashraf being there. I personally don't think that was much required. He didn't have much contribution to.
Why not? He bowled 7. Well,
It was
that's
against
so
Bangladesh.
that's one of the
bro.
question.
It
Well,
was
that's
against
one of the
Bangladesh. Would you
questions
play him
right now.
against India? Like that's the question. Would you play him against?
Well,
would you play Nawaz against
that's
India,
the
or would you
question.
play Fahim
So-
Ashraf against India? I mean, for me, it's
So spinning
it's as
track.
clear as
slower track, not
blue
necessarily
skies.
spinning.
You know
Okay,
what I mean?
slower
Slower track.
Okay.
What the question right now that most people are wondering is: do you play Wasim Jr., Fahim, or Nawaz?
The only reason why they brought in Fahim was because of his bowling and batting.
Yeah.
Over Wasim Jr.
See,
right?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Well,
honestly,
Wasim Jr. can also hit 6.
exactly. That's exactly what my point coming next is that Fahim Ashraf over Wasim Jr. and Mohammad Nawaz. Are you serious? I mean, that
But
sounds.
See, here's the thing: when
you
you
know,
got when you got a
it
top
just
tier,
doesn't make sense.
when you got a top tier bowling attack, right?
Yeah.
And then you bring in another seamer who's maybe not as good, right? The
As the other
speed-
three, yeah.
as the other three.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
good, of course. He's in
That's what you
international
need.
cricket. He's
Right.
good.
Yeah.
He's not as good.
Right.
You as a batsman, who are you going to target?
Well,
Fahim,
that's
of
how
course.
he'll pick up the
Yeah,
wickets.
No. That's. I mean, it's not gonna. I mean,
Because
you
the
could-
same thing happened to your spinners. They also did not perform, right?
Yeah.
They didn't come through in that game. They were the
Yeah.
reasons why. So with India liking spin as much as they do, why not play the fourth seamer to kind of put them on the back foot? He does move the ball.
But Fahim Ashraf,
Bro, he
really?
bats. He
Wasim Jr. can bat too, and Wasim Jr. I'm telling you, Wasim Jr. can definitely have much more impactful.
He's
you know,
faster for sure than
It's not.
than
It's not just
Fahim.
about fast. He's a smarter bowler. He's a better bowler.
I think he's just a relatively. If you compare the two, I think he's more of a death bowler than he is of.
No, I think Wasim Jr. can. I mean, he definitely fits into that. If you want to go with four pacers, it should be.
I would disagree. I would take Fahim over Wasim for that reason that he can actually bat, and
He
second,
can bat. What do you mean he can bat?
no, he can bat. Like he's a proper all rounder. And secondly,
I don't know what his average is. I want to see his average, or I want to see his strike rate. You know, at least. I'm
second,
pretty sure his average is going to be
second
below
thing
20.
that he can bowl in the middle overs, where I feel like Wasim is mainly for the later overs.
Wasim has bowled in all situations, and I think he's a bowler that is capable of bowling in any. He can from open till the end, but it's just that we have better opening bowlers, and we have.
Maybe could see that, but
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see.
But
it.
still,
You're gonna take
uh,
Nawaz, though, right?
Still, yes, exactly. That's
Just
what
to
I
have
was
the
gonna-
third option. You would take Nawaz.
Of course,
I don't know.
me personally,
I would like
Nawaz,
to take him
hands
because you need that. You need that.
So out of
I
the
thi-
three, can you rank them? Can you rank your picks if you were to make the playing 11?
It depends, man.
I'll
Well,
do it for
okay,
me.
you
It's
do it.
easy. Nawaz Junior or
Fahim third?
Then no, not even third. Fahim Ashraf, get him off out of the
Out of the 15.
out of the picture, man.
You're not even.
No, he's in the squad, right? There's a reason why he can't. But it's just, I mean, he's there not because he is
You guys know
an
the-
exceptional cricket player. That if he's there for a specific role, which is why
that's
he
most
didn't play.
cricketers.
Which is why he no. Some players are like exceptional, right, at what they do, right? So
You
they
can't have 11 exceptional players. You have to have
No, you
role
can't,
players.
but, like, for
you
him,
have to have role players
yeah.
that come and do their job. They know they're gonna get 5-6 overs, get their job done. You can go number 8. You know
Agreed,
what?
but
I need you to
to have
bat
a
this
solid
out, or I
team,
need you to
yes.
hit this many runs off this
So-
many balls.
Here's a tidbit.
No, I mean, Fahim Ashraf is not a specific role player where he's like, okay, now we need you as a batsman, or now we need you as a bowler. He's in because he can bat and bowl to a point where, okay, now if we need an option to have if we need someone to really cover the overs, you know, as from pace perspective, he is there. And if push comes to shove at number 8, you know, at least Fahim Ashraf is there who can, you know, whatever. I'm saying they could have much better option than him in Wasim Jr. To be in the squad in the team if you're trying to pick.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes.
I would respectfully
I don't know.
disagree.
Yeah.
You got a tidbit.
You know who's the fastest 250 wickets in ODI for Pakistan? Fewest innings. Bowler.
Is
Yes.
it? Hold on 1 second.
Just a guess.
Hassan Ali?
It is Hassan Ali.
Yes.
It is Hassan Ali.
He's not in the
He's not.
15.
He's not. He's not. But the thing is, he kind of dropped out of his. He
Yeah, he's
dropped.
not-
He
yeah.
dropped. I mean, I love
Well,
Hassan
he
Ali
had
so
he had an
much.
injury and then he came back and he was
Yeah.
replaced.
And he was and I'm saying he had his time, and now it's not his time unless he. How can you have him in the squad when Naseem? Shaheen
Yeah, I know. It's
Well,
really
that's a-
hard.
that's
and,
a larger
and
conversation.
and that's what I mean. So obviously they have a squad, whatever squad they have, right? I think if you end up if you're Pakistan, you end up losing, and you don't have contributions from Fakhar Zaman, that's a question mark.
Yeah, just because.
Well, there's 2 people ready to replace him, right? There's
Yeah.
Muhammad
So-
Haris and there's Abdullah Shafiq.
Yeah. So
Both
that,
in good nick.
me personally, I would take Haris over Abdullah Shafiq because
Yeah,
it's
I
just
would
too
personally.
slow for me for even ODI.
Imam
cricket.
and Abdullah Shafiq, yeah.
You know, it
it's a little
just
too
really
much.
slows it down.
Yeah.
You have the talent, but do we really need to slow down the run rate that much for you to get comfortable?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But honestly, instead of like if you're taking Nawaz out and you bring in you know Haris, I wouldn't mind. But I guess we needed a little bit of a bowling
Yeah,
option
because
as
then you
well.
only have then you really have.
Yeah. I know,
Right.
but we
Well, yeah,
definitely
we have 4 full-time and 2
Full-time,
part-time
2
bowlers.
part-time.
yes, exactly. But still, I still think, I hope Pakistan does not make the mistake of not playing Nawaz in this contest.
You're gonna be disappointed.
I'm gonna be really disappointed. I know he would love it that to have Fahim Ashraf. I don't know why he loves him so much.
He's a good all
I
rounder.
think he's. I think.
I-
I think he's. I think he's decent.
Maybe you like his hair or something.
He's
like
bald
back-
right now, but
So-
No, is he?
yeah,
Because he went for
Yeah, he went for he's bald right now, but
Yeah.
no, I think he's a good all rounder. I think he complements
Okay.
the other 3.
So, all right. So Pakistan has some options,
He com-
right?
he
The other
compliments-
3 seamers, he complements them well as
Okay.
as a
So
slower
Pakistan
option.
Pakistan has some options.
Yeah.
Right. But other than that, their confidence is all time high.
as a
because-
bowling unit.
As
Pakistan
a bowling,
has two options.
I think
Either
even
play
as a
Nawaz-
batting unit,
Yeah.
because they start releasing their rosters one day ahead.
Yeah.
You're playing 11, right? That's a sign of confidence,
Yeah.
right? They're saying, okay, this is who we're coming with. You bring your 11,
You bring your 11.
right? So now let's go over to India. Okay, if Rohit gets out early, does he still deserve to be captain?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I think so. I don't know. The
I
thing is,
think that's a point.
I would say, does
he's
he still
holding
need
on.
to play? Because
Yeah.
he can't
that's a
even.
big question.
You know that.
Yeah,
Or
and I'm
should-
starting to think that same question. Does he really need to play? I don't think he's going anywhere before the World Cup.
Yeah, World Cup definitely.
I don't think he's going anywhere, but I think if you're India, that's some serious. You have some
Well,
serious questions.
Other big news is you have KL Rahul who's back.
He's back.
You have Bumrah who's back. So
KL Rahul is back.
yeah, KL Rahul is back.
They flew him from India.
He was only supposed to miss the first 2 games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you look at India, right, they've been saying for a really long time, instead of 1-11, they can have 2 teams, right?
Yeah.
Top tier, right?
Yeah.
Not at this
In-
point. I wouldn't agree. at this
Well, they
point.
still
they
believe that.
still
They're
believe that,
delusional,
yes.
but that's okay. So, when you look at that from that point of view, if they make a change right now, that means the team that they brought last time was not good enough to beat Pakistan.
Hmm.
That's something that could be, if it depends on how you want to take it,
Hmm.
right? If there's multiple
Yeah.
changes, I don't think there will be, but
Hmm.
I think they try to bring in KL Rahul because I think he is a factor.
No, but he was already in the squad, right? When
There's some
they
injuries.
announced the
Yeah,
squad before
initially,
Asia
yeah.
Cup.
No, yeah, he's in the 15.
He's in the
He's
15.
So
in
he's
15.
coming because he's just in the squad, right? He doesn't want to.
Yeah.
No, well, he was
He
injured.
was injured
He was
or he
injured,
wasn't
so
ready
he
to go
and it
yet.
was already a thing that he's going to miss the first 2 games. But
To
that's
me-
where it comes down to whether you play your more senior batsman
Yeah.
who has come through in more games than not,
Mhm.
or do you stick with the young talent,
Mm.
right? So it's a question for India. Will be answered in about 2 nights, right? So
exactly.
we'll find out soon enough. Other than that, the weather is still 90% rain, so we don't know whether it's going to happen. If all the games get rained out, Pakistan gets a walk to the final, and then
I mean, that's not fun. Like, I
That's
want to go to the
whatever,
final, but
yeah,
it's not
exactly.
fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just not fun.
It's like you just skip to the end. You just skip the
You
movie
just
all the
skip
way to the
all
end.
the way to the end, and you got the ending. So
Yeah.
here's the thing, right? So when you look at the last, so we've got 2 World Cup matches, right?
Hmm.
One they won, one they lost,
Yeah.
right?
T20, yeah.
T20,
Yeah.
right? So those are the last 2 matches that these teams were against each other,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or there
Most
was some
recent.
Asia Cup activity as well,
In
Before that.
2022, yeah, which India won, yeah.
which India won,
Yeah.
right? So we're coming like 2-1, 1-2 kind of thing.
So out of the last 5 ODI games, India's
Between-
won.
4.
Well, considering including the washout,
Yeah.
right? India's won 3, Pakistan's won 1, and
One
the one's the washout.
one's a washout. Okay, so Pakistan doesn't have a lot going for them. The only thing they have going for them in that regard is that they beat them in the World Cup game, which had never happened before.
Yeah.
that was the
first
highlight,
time, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then yes, it comes in a dominant fashion. They win by 10 wickets and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Fine. So yes, I mean we're yet to see, because sooner or later it could be that Pakistan bowling doesn't work on one particular day. So you would have to see batting finish
Yeah.
the game,
Yeah.
right? Which I think they are pretty confident in their abilities right now that
And
they
they
can
should
chase
as
down.
well because
Yeah.
they have the talent.
They have the talent,
Yeah.
right? So I think when you look at the teams, I think they're evenly matched up.
Yeah.
India's batting deep. They've got a decent bowling lineup,
Mm.
and I think same goes for Pakistan.
So both of you wouldn't change anything about both squads from the
Yeah,
previous
no,
game.
I don't.
I think he's changing.
Well, he doesn't want to
well-
change Nawaz either, right? Because Nawaz did play that game.
Yeah, the
Oh, so
last
you're
Pakistan
from the
versus
last
India,
Yeah.
the last game that
You
got
don't
rained
change
out.
anything?
I don't change anything from
Yeah.
that squad. I go in with the same squad for Pakistan and India. I think India needs that squad to hold up. they don't need any changes. That was a very well balanced bowling lineup for India, a very well balanced batting lineup, and of course, India has lacked up a little bit in the fielding, but that's still.
I think I'm jumping ship.
Hmm.
Initially, I think I was with Nawaz because of his batting performance, right, and giving them the edge. Lately, I haven't seen great numbers from him when it comes to bowling.
More batting. I think he has random spurts where he does.
So he hasn't been really a wicket taker, right?
Yeah.
Even Shadab hasn't produced any wickets.
Hasn't taken a wicket. So far in the tournament.
Right. So my thing is, India was able to come back into the last matchup because of the middle overs, right?
Yeah.
There was some controversy around if there was another seamer, what would happen. So I think for that reason, I think you do play another seamer, right? I think you do play. You're not going to play Wasim Jr. I don't think, just because it goes back to who do you play, the guy with more experience or someone a little bit less. Match with this high stakes, they end up playing Fahim Ashraf if they
because he gives you more batting, right?
He gives you more batting, and then he's a decent bowler who might be able to handle the pressure a little bit better.
Yeah.
I hate both of you right now. I don't like Fahim Ashraf. I don't want.
I don't know why you don't like him. He's actually a good performer.
No, I mean he's a good player, of course. I respect him.
I think he proves you. He's gonna earn
you
your
think
respect.
Okay. Listen, yes, I'm all up for that.
Yeah.
You win the games for us.
Yeah.
You win the championship. I don't care who you are, Fahim Ashraf or
He's gonna play for that. You won't even let him play.
Yeah.
You took him out of the 15.
Yeah, because he has never done anything like that before. That's why I keep him out of the thing. That's why I keep him out of the thing. He's never done that. Come on, man. Has he ever won anything for Pakistan in a major tournament? I see nobody. I don't think it's ever happened.
It's a recency bias, but that's okay.
No. Even if you go back, like Fahim Ashraf, yes, he's played. Okay, I'm talking not winning like this, one game in a series or against this.
No, but
team.
I think
I'm talking about like big tournaments. I'm talking about guys, where like let's say, I don't know if you guys remember where there was a hype around Asif Ali. Now he's not even in the squad, right?
Thinking that.
Right? He's not because what?
I should make any international team. That's
who Asif Ali, right? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I at that time I didn't
won
think
you
either.
some really crucial matches.
He won us like one or two crucial matches.
He won one game against
Afghanistan, yes.
Twice, back to back. New Zealand game, Afghanistan game.
Sure, but those were the only performances that he had.
How long did he play for Pakistan?
Look, if you go check out his average. I'm gonna be dead honest. You'd be surprised. But
yeah, I mean, look, in his role, like, it's a little bit like I have to defend him a little bit.
Fahim Ashraf was playing the same role
because when he was. Yeah. So that's why Fahim Ashraf makes a better option than Asif Ali because he can bowl. Right? Yeah. And then he can still give you that little spurt here and there. Asif Ali was completely batting, right? And yes,
batting, he would literally hit 1-6 every game and get out.
The problem was because he really, things get to your head and you think like this because they started calling him, this is our finisher, this is our that. So he didn't even take the time to get in.
One thing about Pakistanis, they hype everything up.
He got domestic player.
He got the Shahid Afridi syndrome, right? That's what happened.
Come on, man, let's not even go.
That's
what everybody was saying.
Without the star power, yeah.
Without the Lala.
I think him and Khush still were very much.
I know you two guys were jumping up and down when he hit those sixes.
Wait, I was thanking the Lord. Oh my God, thank you. He finally has done something that's worth
that can justify his selection for the next year.
Exactly.
That's about
exactly.
The thing is like, guys, one good thing is when it comes to Pakistan cricket now is that you're seeing good talent come out.
Yeah, I think domestic cricket's improving.
Yeah, domestic cricket is improving, and therefore you have. At one point, you were going back and bringing your senior guys because you didn't have young talent.
Check out the team Pakistan like 6 years ago. Yeah, and now.
Yeah.
Like
look how long we relied on Hafiz or bringing back Malik and bringing back those names, keeping them around because you don't have a middle order. Now it's like it's for fans. It's like get this guy out, bring this guy in, right? So fans have a lot to say in that.
Now, Team Pakistan actually has a very good bench.
Better bench strength. Look at us. We're arguing about one spot.
Yeah,
and then we're bringing up 3 names just from the 15.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's so many guys that are not
exactly.
And there used to be a time that almost every series you would see new names that were being tried out, and then next series new names were being tried out.
Yeah.
And
There's a lot of new, even for batting. There's a lot of batting names that are sitting in the
dugout. There are also
dugout.
Pakistan A team. There's also
Yeah.
people that are performing domestically.
Yeah,
I think good direction.
PSL should get a lot of credit for that.
yeah. PSL does.
Yeah, and I think I
an
like
amazing job.
what Ramiz did too with the
Ramiz
emerging
was
with the emerging PSL that he was doing.
Yeah.
I felt like that was really good to get your youth invested in cricket and also bringing up that emerging talent, you know,
Yeah.
and then transferring them into the PSL. And
You know what was weird? I was in Lahore recently, and I was there for about 3.5 months, right? After a really long time.
Mhm.
I did not see as much gully cricket as there used to be before.
Oh,
And I think, but here's the thing. I think that's because those guys are actually taking it to like the formats
The
and actually
formats,
playing
on the ground.
on the ground.
Yeah.
So they're finding the bigger fields and they're
Mm.
trying to get that experience. So
Mm.
yeah, you know, if the cousins are getting together and stuff, of course,
Yeah.
someone brings out a bat and a ball, and then you
Yeah.
start playing.
Yeah.
But you know, there was a time that all
The
I used to see is gully cricket everywhere,
Yeah.
right? That is
Yeah.
turning more into organized cricket. You see a lot more of that,
Mm.
you know.
which is good for the
which is really
national
good.
team for sure.
Yeah, there was a
Which is
time
really
when cricket in Pakistan was just at its peak, where you would see cricket happening not just gully, but inside the house, outside the house, grounds, everywhere. Then there came a time where cricket really took a step back, where there was no cricket happening
Yeah.
anywhere in Pakistan, right? Because the foreign, there was no.
Yeah, you disengage, right? Like
you
you're like,
disengage
here
'cause
I'm watching
you
a
don't-
sport
if you don't
that I
see it on
can't.
TV, you're
You
not
don't
going
see
to.
it on TV. You don't
yeah.
see it happening in your own nation.
Even now,
You lose touch with it.
when there's been matches, I mean, the crowd has been relatively decent because
Mhm.
the security measures. You have to understand the people that come out to watch the game,
Mhm.
they're there at least 2 hours in advance,
Mhm.
2 to 3 hours in
Mhm.
advance, and it could be
Mhm.
hot
Yeah.
because you're being shuttled in.
Right.
You cannot get a car anywhere close to the stadium,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So security is all time high, whether it's PSL
Mhm.
or whatever.
Yeah,
But-
security's always been amazing in Pakistani, cricket games.
Yeah.
Well, not from a fan's point of view, I guess. He's talking about like the struggles just
Yeah.
to get to the game, right?
Yeah,
So
just to
yeah.
get to the game,
It's
right?
packed.
It's
it's packed. You can't get the car
yeah.
there. Imagine going to
Not
a
not
hockey
that it's
game
packed,
here.
but it's
Exactly.
just like
About 3
you
hours
park-
before.
yeah,
just to-
you gotta take the shuttle buses. It's
Mhm.
kind of like, we're from Calgary, so like Global Fest, right?
Mhm.
They'll stop. You can only go by foot, or
Right.
you can
Mhm.
get shuttled in. You cannot take your car there,
Yeah.
right? Any big event,
Yeah.
that's what you would expect.
Yeah.
So
That same thing, Stampede.
when
like,
you when
gotta-
you see
yeah.
security measures like that,
Yeah.
and then you still have to sit here and debate if the match is gonna happen on Sunday or not, that
Mhm.
for me is very sad.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah,
sorry that
absolutely.
it just comes a complete circle and comes back
Back to the weather.
to the weather.
Yeah.
But that's because we're all really passionate about
Yeah.
these matches.
Yeah.
and
No,
we
fans
want
are
to
gonna
see
start
it.
losing trust in the cricket boards.
What do you guys feel about this though? The
The
win
win
probability of 59.
I like it.
You like it? You like being the underdog?
I like it. I like it. I think Pakistan needs to see that they're the underdogs.
How do they
And-
even how do they even calculate these probabilities?
I think
have no
over-
idea.
Overall
Right,
trend.
Yeah,
overall trend.
Yeah.
Based on
Most
what?
recent performances based
Most
on
re-
ODIs, right?
Okay, all
Not
right.
just
Okay,
T20,
I see. Yeah, true.
In paper, on paper,
Yeah.
India will win if you
Yeah.
put it through
According
computer
to that, right?
calculations.
Yeah.
If you, yeah, so basically this is a computer calculation. If you
Yeah.
put the computer calculation, you put the history,
Yeah.
right? You put the players and you put like the ratings and everything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think you get India to be out on top. However, I think this is pretty fair. It's only a
Mm.
10%.
Yeah.
Margin.
At one point it would probably be India to win was like 80% and Pakistan to win was 20%.
Right.
But Pakistan's always had that, that wild factor, like
Yeah.
a wild card, like anything could go down.
Yeah.
I think this
That
is
in
pretty.
the card in their sleeve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
I think we're so scarred from it
yeah.
that even when they have a stronger team, we're always gonna want to see this because
This,
we
yeah.
cannot really.
Yeah. As a
Comprehend.
Pakistani fan, yeah, you're like
Yeah.
rather be the underdog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expect,
Exactly. Because
Keep your
the thing is,
expectations
yes,
low.
100%. Because
Yeah.
when I don't know, something gets to Team Pakistan. When everybody's like, "Oh my God, you guys are killing it,"
Yeah.
and all of a sudden they just
They find a reason to
they
find a way to
forget-
lose
They're like,
somehow.
"How could you say that right to my face?" I'm gonna.
Yeah.
And they won't just lose; they will lose in the most pathetic way.
Yes. Yeah. Like
You know?
like
They'll
I
just
like-
get embarrassed.
they'll
And
just
you'll be
get-
like, "What
yeah.
the hell just happened?"
it's just amazing. You can't be. They can't.
How many TVs have you broken us? Let's be honest.
I haven't broken any TVs.
Yeah. I haven't gone psychotic yet.
I picture him actually.
Maybe if I bet it.
I am sadly
But
one
I
of
don't
those.
bet.
I'm sadly one of those people that even when I know that we've completely lost the match, I
They
will
watch it
see
till the
it till the very end. even though if I'm watching with my dad or something like that, he
Yeah.
will walk away very
Yeah.
quickly. As sad as it makes me, I'll try to watch it till the very end.
Yeah.
Just because then the win is that much more special.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. Like that England game that Haris Rauf pulled off when they were in Pakistan last. They lost like 4 wickets for like 4 runs.
Game
But-
5, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
It was game 5. Yeah.
I think
I actually I had a migraine. I went to I went to bed and then randomly I wake up, everybody screaming. I was like, what just happened? It's like,
I think
why?
T20 World Cup we were watching together,
Yeah.
and the match was like in our hand because
Yeah.
they were like 0, like we
Yeah.
hadn't lost a single wicket.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting beside this
Yeah.
guy, and he's like, "No, we won." I was like, "No,
Mm.
you know, nope." Like
Until it's
I don't
done.
know until it's over. Like I don't
Yeah,
know who's
it's
what,
not over.
you know. And then I just kept being like, "Yo, what's going on,
100%,
bro?
yes.
Like, is it going down? Like, is this real?" So, so definitely want to see that. I mean,
these are the matches that I miss one man.
Yeah.
The one man. You know, I don't know if you guys do. Mohammad Amir.
here we go again.
This is where I miss
Here
Mohammad
we
Amir.
You know,
go,
it's
yeah.
funny. You put the algorithm in my phone because
Yeah.
yesterday there was a video on my phone of Imran Khan just like sweet talking this guy. He's like, "This is the
Yeah.
most talent I've seen in a 19-year-old since Wasim Akram." And he's
He
just
was
talking
amazing.
this
This is
guy.
a
Mohammad
whole
Amir
other
just-
can of worm. We're not gonna get.
We're not gonna. Yeah, let's
We're not gonna
but
open that
still.
today.
Yeah.
We can make a whole episode on that.
On Mohammad Amir.
on players that should be in the
The
50.
players that
They
should
should
be
be in the 50. The
You can include Hassan Ali. You can include Hassan Ali.
the not 11.
The not.
The not
Pakistan's
11.
not
Pakistan
11.
not 11.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? Yeah, we'll actually come up with that on a piece
Yeah,
of paper, and
from-
then we'll talk
We'll
about
talk
it.
about it.
We'll talk
Imagine
about
being
that.
a 12th man on that. On that.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Imagine,
That is
imagine not playing on that.
Yeah,
On that.
that's bad.
That's
That's
bad.
bad. That's bad.
That's when you know. Okay, you were not supposed to be.
Yeah,
there.
I'll put the name down. Asif
Yeah.
Ali.
Yeah. He was on my 11,
Yes.
Yeah.
so we'll see.
Yeah.
But
That's
no,
what- yeah, we should do that.
We should do that. Definitely. We should.
we'll
next
definitely do
time.
that. But
After
yeah.
this tournament, though, maybe
Yeah.
some of these players will probably
We'll
make that.
their way
Yeah.
there.
All right, guys, let's do our predictions. What are we thinking? Who wins? If we see a contest,
You know what? Just
Even
for
with
this
the
game, I'm
reserve
not
day-
going to predict anything.
okay.
I'm going to go without any prediction. But I think from, Pakistan, I think.
Can you predict? Do we get a full contest or no?
Oh, I don't think we're going to get a full contest.
No.
I don't think we get any contest, but
Thank
if
you,
we
Asia,
do,
Asia Cricket
Mhm.
Council.
if
Thank
we
you so
do,
much.
I believe Imam's in really good touch. I think he performs again, and I'm going to put my money on Iftikhar. I think he performs. Batting side, I think bowling.
Don't put a lot of money, please.
don't.
Don't.
No,
wait.
I think Chacha's going to come through, bro.
I think-
and then I think bowling side, Haris Rauf, man, this guy is just slipping through. Everybody's so worried about Naseem and Shaheen.
And
Yeah.
he's doing the harder part because
Who?
he's going through
Haris.
the middle overs, right?
Mohammed, sorry, Haris Rauf.
Haris.
He's
No.
coming through. He's actually the highest wicket taker right now. His goal is to be the man of the series, and I think he might just achieve it the way he's bowling.
What about the men in blue?
The man in blue, I think Shubman Gill is going to prove you guys wrong. You guys,
Exactly. I think
I-
Shubman Gill's gonna look like a bunny again.
Yeah.
No, I think that last game against Nepal really helped him. I think he's going to come through, and I think
Well,
Jabir-
How can a game against Nepal help you?
No,
against, when
yeah,
you're playing a
his
team
score.
like Pakistan, when you're bowling, when you're facing a bowling,
we'll find out.
we'll find out. But I'm just
Alright.
saying, you know what I mean.
Okay.
We'll find out. I think that just getting runs on the board does help you.
I just getting runs on the board, one thing, but I think this game, Pakistani bowling will come up with a better plan.
but that's
and
another
you
thing,
know-
right? You've already shown your cards. Now
No,
what do
no,
you
no,
do?
no, no, no. You haven't shown the cards. I mean, the thing is, bro, there's 5 bowlers. There's five pieces on the field. You can put them in any. You can put them in million different shapes. Like I said, introduce the spin
Spin
early. What's
early.
wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
The problem is you got two guys who are so good with the new ball. It's very hard
You
to
have
you have to kind of go with that because if bringing in the spinner backfires, then
Don't bring any other spinner. I'm just
Yeah.
saying keep that same.
Yeah, no.
Keep the same score.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, no. I'm saying like if you open on one end with
Yeah.
with spinning,
yeah.
with your spinners.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
my my
Your
sources,
Your spidey
Your
senses.
my
spidey
spidey
senses,
sense
yeah.
is telling me. What do you guys think about inclusion of Imad Wasim at this point?
Oh
you-
my!
I'm just
God.
saying. I'm just
Put him
putting-
on back on the 11, not 11.
not playing 11.
Not
You
playing
know
11.
what? What's it called? All I'm saying is him. I mean, you know what? I personally do not.
I'm not a fan of that guy.
No. I like Imad Wasim. He's an amazing player. But in 50 overs, he does not fit in. I get it. Not right now. He's not. He's not the piece of the puzzle. But I'm just saying, he can bat a little. The batting that you
Save
guys
it for the
are
other
looking
episode. What's
Well,
your
then,
performers for this game?
for performance, for Pakistan, I would go with Nawaz. He's gonna
if
be.
he plays,
He's
you don't
gonna
even
be.
know.
He should be playing, and I would be really sad. I'd probably.
Visual thinking.
Yeah, I would. The overs that whoever plays in his place, I wouldn't watch him bat or bowl. Whenever he comes on, I'll
Just
turn the
looks
TVs
away.
off. Just
Looks
looks
away.
away. Yes.
It's a
Every
very
other
extreme stance.
extreme
Yeah,
stance, yeah.
I'm very honest with this. But I see, other than Nawaz, I see Shadab performing in this game,
Mhm.
definitely. And with the bowlers, of course, I don't even want to talk
Oh,
about.
these are both batting. Okay.
I don't want to talk about. No. Shadab all round performance.
Okay.
And with the bat, I see Fakhar Zaman go off now.
Okay. And what about India?
India, I would say Kohli. This time, Kohli, bang, bang. And I would say Pandya again.
Yeah.
Because you can never go wrong. You can never go wrong with Pandya, I believe.
You, sir. What are your predictions? Can you start with India just because I want to mess with your head?
I think if the match does go on, or we get a full contest, I think India plays, but they're gonna bat at a they're gonna bat like under 5 and over. That's what I'm thinking.
Quite a bold prediction.
So you're saying they're gonna score a total?
They're gonna take
50 to
time.
60?
They're gonna take time getting adjusted to it.
Mm.
I think that's what they want to do. I think the number one challenge is that they're gonna try to not lose early wickets and to put the pressure back on Pakistan, because that's the only way that they can do that. Not losing those early wickets, right?
So you're saying they're gonna adjust?
They're gonna adjust. They're gonna have to adapt. They're gonna
So
have
why
to
are you
adapt.
laughing at my Shubman Gill prediction?
He still gets out early.
Okay. that's the one guy.
This is what
No,
happens.
I think
you still lose those early wickets.
Okay.
You lose one or two, and then
Yeah,
Kohli holds fort this time around,
yeah.
Okay.
and then maybe I don't know. I don't know the other one. I don't know who supports him.
Yeah, I think
I don't know
Rohit
who's
and
supporting
I think Rohit and
Haskins.
Shubman go.
You feel like Kishan's gonna score again?
No, he's gonna get out early. I think Kohli is gonna play like the Dhoni card from a while ago, that his supporting cast is gonna keep changing,
Okay.
and he's gonna
bat through?
he's gonna be the anchor.
Okay.
I think that's what's gonna happen
Okay.
on the Indian side of things.
Okay. And Pakistan?
Pakistan. Again, I'm trying to put this in the universe that Fakhar Zaman goes off. Right? I'm just
Third
Yeah,
time.
third time.
Yes. This is what
and-
I'm trying to do.
And I think Bobby goes off.
Bobby goes off?
Bobby goes off.
Okay.
And
balls.
yeah, he has to. And his team has a cake ready for him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Another cake.
Another
to the
cake.
If you want cake, you gotta score some.
another cake with a Pakistan flag on it. And everything,
yeah, exactly.
So I think those two guys, and of course the bowling attack, anything can go down. But for some reason, I see Fahim Ashraf taking some wickets.
Oh, look at you! You weren't even playing it, but now
you know,
Okay.
so-
Say
that's-
no to drugs and Fahim Ashraf. There you go.
But
But I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna say if India bats first, below 200.
ooh.
Below 200.
With
the rain or
with the rain, with reduced overs?
or
Wait,
just
50 over 200 or
50 overs, whatever the case. Below
okay,
200.
below 200
Below
regardless.
Yeah. Because I think
So below 4 and overs essentially, whatever the overs are.
yeah, I think
Okay.
Pakistani bowling is gonna come very prepared this time. They probably, because listen, Pakistan, you guys probably see this as you probably won't see it as probably this prediction doesn't hold that much weight to you guys, but I think Pakistani, when they sit on the table, the think tanks, I think they're making some good improvisations, and I think this is what they come with in this game again. And I think Pakistani bowling will be able to hold Indian batting for 200.
that would be
Somewhere
that
close
would be a
around
win within itself,
Yeah,
because that is a deep batting lineup.
Yeah.
That is a deep batting lineup. So if that happens, that is a statement within itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting. It would be interesting to see.
Mm.
Well, first and foremost, we hope that we get a contest, we get a result without the reserve day.
Without the reserve.
Without the
day.
reserve
Please.
day,
Yeah.
please. Win prediction.
I think Pakistan takes it.
I think
they're-
Pakistan takes
yeah.
I could.
The bias in me just doesn't want to go away.
Yeah,
I feel like Pakistan takes
I'm
it.
not biased. When it comes to cricket matches, I will never be biased. I will say it how it is. But I think Pakistan takes this one. I could be wrong, but hey, like I said, I didn't
Well,
want to
there's
make
only
any.
two options.
I don't.
It's
Yeah, exactly.
50-50.
That's three.
Yeah,
it.
no,
Right.
yeah.
Keep bringing it up.
Yeah, no, I want to say, just to be different, I wanted to say India, but no, I'm going to say Pakistan because I really think that they've got this down pat. I think they come prepared
Yeah.
and they come ready to go
I think
because I think they have something to prove.
Well, you heard it here first.
So that is it from this
Heard it
side.
here first.